In a world stripped of noise, veiled in shadows, unfolds a story told not with words, but through silence, symbols, and empty spaces. Angel's Egg is not just a film, it's a profound spiritual experience, a dreamlike descent into the unconscious, a cryptic vision that refuses to explain itself. It stares at you silently and dares you to question everything you believe. Directed by Mamoru Oshii, with hunting visuals by Yoshitaka Amano, this anime stands apart. It offers no answers, only doubt, no plot, only echoes of religious myth, forgotten beliefs, and the quiet collapse of certainty. In this video, we won't pretend to decode it all. Instead, we'll walk through the fog together, tracing symbols, wrestling with philosophical ideas, and reflecting on what it might all mean, or if meaning even matters at all. Before Angel's Egg, Mamoru Oshii was a man of faith. Christianity shaped his worldview. He believed in God, but while creating Angel's Egg, something inside him began to break. Unlike the vibrant anime of the early 80s, filled with heroes, colors, and loud hope, Oshii walked a different path, inward, downward, into doubt. His works became colder, quieter, more abstract. He stopped giving answers. Instead, he began asking dangerous questions. What if the stories we tell ourselves about faith are just that, stories? What if life has no meaning? What happens when belief collapses and all we have left is silence? These weren't philosophical games. They were personal ones. Oshii once said, "I don't really know what Angel's Egg means." And that's exactly why it is so powerful. It is not a message, it is a confession. Not a sermon, a morning. Oshii built a cathedral out of shadows, and in it he buried his certainty. The film opens in a drowned city, still, grey, forgotten. This world feels biblical, post-apocalyptic, like the aftermath of Noah's flood, but without the rainbow, a failed salvation. Only one girl walks through the ruins, barefoot and silent, holding an egg to her chest, like the last fragile hope. This landscape is not just physical, a map of a soul lost in time. A world where God once spoke, but has since gone silent. What is inside the egg? We never find out. The girl protects it, sleeps beside it, guards it like a secret too sacred to question. In many religions, the egg represents creation, life, rebirth. But here, it also represents faith, something believed in, but never opened, never proven. In Judaism, eggs are placed on mourning tables, a sign of grief and hope. In Christianity, they symbolize resurrection. In Islam, the unseen, called al-Ghayb, is central to belief, faith in what cannot be known. But when belief is blind, does it become a burden? Or is it the only thing we have left when the world is drowned? Then he appears, the man with a weapon shaped like a cross. He questions the girl, questions the egg. Do you really know what is inside? He isn't evil. He's curious, or maybe broken. He could be a fallen angel, a wandering skeptic, or even a Christ figure who no longer believes in himself. Their conversations are sparse, hesitant, like two souls afraid of their own voices. He doesn't smash the egg out of cruelty. He smashes it because he cannot believe in what he cannot see. He's the modern man, intellectual, wounded, unable to trust mystery. Suddenly, men emerge, shadowy figures wielding harpoons, chasing phantom fish. They throw their weapons at shadows on wall. Not real fish, just illusions. The fish, once a symbol of Christ, is now just a trick of light. This scene is madness, a meaningless ritual, a parody of faith. It reflects what happens when religion becomes habit without spirit. We believe continues, but meaning has left the room. They chase illusions, just like we sometimes do. As the story drifts, we see tanks roll through the city. We see a giant eye watching silently. These are symbols of modern control. The state, the machine, the cold systems that replace the warm gaze of God. This is a world where faith is no longer sacred. It is monitored, dissected, and eventually erased. The divine has been replaced by the digital, the sacred replaced by steel. In a hunting monologue, the man tells his version of the Noah story. But in his tale, the dove never returns. There is no olive branch, no dry land, no salvation, just endless water. This revision is deeply disturbing. A world where God sends a sign, but never follows through. Where we wait and wait and nothing comes. It echoes the feeling many have in modern life, abandoned by whatever higher power they once believed in. Eventually, the man smashes the egg. No scream, no fight, just silence. The girl is devastated. This could symbolize the moment faith collapses, when questions overwhelm trust, when doubt breaks the fragile shell of belief. Or perhaps it was always meant to break. In some myths, the egg must break for life to emerge. Death, rebirth, resurrection. The girl falls into water, drowning or maybe ascending. She transforms. Her hair floats like wings. Her bones grow feathers. She becomes a skeletal angel. Was she a real angel all along? One through suffering. Her death is not tragic. It is a transcendent, a return, a release. The last shot is chilling. The city was not a city. It was the surface of an enormous egg, a planet-sized egg, floating in an endless sea. This turns everything inside out. Were we inside the egg all along? It is cosmic, mythic, existential. What is being born? Or has it already died? No enemy has captured spiritual anxiety like Angel's Egg. It is not entertainment. It's a dream, a dirge, a silent prayer from a soul unsure if anyone is listening. And perhaps that's what makes it so timeless. If you've made it this far, you are among the rare few who can sit with silence, who can look at symbols and ask not what do they mean, but what do they stir inside me. Angel's Egg is not a puzzle to solve, it is a mirror, a quiet confrontation with your own doubts, your own beliefs, your own questions. I want to know, what do you think was inside the egg? Was it hope, faith, a lie, or something deeper than words? Did you see yourself in the girl, the believer, or in the man, the doubter? Tell me your interpretation in the comments, because in the end, art only lives when it's shared. And if this kind of anime, slow, symbolic, and spiritual speaks to you, then subscribe. There is more to come, because in a world drowning in noise, we need the courage to listen to silence.